For 17 years, Steve Harvey called Marjorie the woman who saved his life. He adopted her children, defended her publicly, and built an empire with her by his side. Then, at 68, a sudden storm hit their marriage, one that didn't come from inside their home, but from the internet. In August 2023, an anonymous post went viral claiming Steve Harvey had caught Marjorie cheating with two men from his household staff, his bodyguard, and his personal chef. At the center of the rumor was William Freeman, known as Big Boom, the same bodyguard who had actually helped reconnect Steve and Marjorie years earlier. That detail made the story spread even faster, even without proof. As the rumors exploded online, Harvey addressed them on stage at InvestFest. Calm but firm, he said he and Marjorie were fine and told people to move on. Marjorie posted a short Bible verse and stepped back from social media for months. Later, Nigerian Senator Ned Nwoko confirmed he had spoken directly with Harvey and said the story was false. Still, the rumors lingered online long after being denied. The deeper reason this hit so hard is simple. Steve Harvey had built his public identity around being a family man and relationship expert. That made him both admired and a target whenever doubt appeared. At the Griot Awards in 2023, his voice cracked as he spoke about Marjorie, calling her the woman who stood by him through everything. The emotion felt real, not performative. By 2025, they marked their 18th anniversary in Italy, showing a united front. But the controversy revealed something bigger. When your image is built on trust, even an unverified story can shake it. Court records showed Mary received $40,000 per month until 2009, a $1.5 million lump sum, and 3 properties. Harvey received primary custody of Winton. But what followed wasn't closure. It stretched over a decade and included jail time, a $60 million lawsuit, and one of the most bitter post-divorce battles in entertainment history. In 2011, Mary released YouTube videos claiming Harvey cheated with Marjorie during their marriage, and even hid love letters on a wedding anniversary. She described years of mistreatment. Harvey's legal team pointed to court records showing she had received nearly $2 million, homes, and long-term support. In 2013, she was jailed for contempt after violating a gag order. Later, she filed a $60 million lawsuit alleging emotional abuse and manipulation. It was dismissed in 2018 on jurisdictional grounds. Meanwhile, Marjorie had her own past. Her first husband, Jim Townsend, was a convicted drug trafficker serving life in federal prison. She was investigated but never charged. Years later, she and Harvey reconnected in 2005 through his bodyguard, Big Boom. They married in 2007, and he adopted her 3 children. But Harvey's career soon faced another global moment, one that had nothing to do with relationships. In 2015, he hosted Miss Universe in Las Vegas and accidentally announced the wrong winner live on air. Miss Colombia was crowned, celebrated for minutes, then the crown was taken back and given to Miss Philippines. Harvey immediately took responsibility, saying it was his mistake. The error went viral worldwide, but later reports showed the stage card design had been confusing and misleading. Even the woman involved later forgave him. Despite the humiliation, Harvey continued hosting the pageant for years. Behind all of this, another story was forming, his origin. In 1985, he won $50 at a comedy open mic in Cleveland and quit his job the next day. What followed were years of extreme poverty, living in a Ford Tempo, showering in gas stations, and surviving on almost nothing while chasing comedy gigs. He has said those years built a fear of returning to poverty that still drives him today. That drive pushed him into major success, hosting Showtime at the Apollo, The Steve Harvey Show, and Family Feud, becoming one of the most recognizable hosts in America. His empire expanded into books, films, radio, and business ventures worth hundreds of millions. But his career has also faced criticism. Comedians like Cat Williams and Mark Curry have publicly accused him of joke theft and borrowing material, claims Harvey has denied. Still, his influence is undeniable. From sleeping in a car to hosting global television shows, his story became one of survival turned into empire. And at the center of it all is a single theme that follows him everywhere. Everything he built came from a life he once swore he would never return to. That deli counter became an unlikely classroom. Harvey later said, "A big part of my sense of humor came out of my stuttering, but the moment that shaped him most came in 6th grade. When the teacher asked students to write what they wanted to be, Steve wrote, 'I want to be on television.' She read it aloud, saved his for last, then publicly humiliated him in front of the class. She told a stuttering boy from a coal mining family that his dream wasn't just unrealistic, it was embarrassing. Then she called his parents. His mother was shaken. His father, Jesse Harvey, wasn't. That night, he gave Steve a sentence that would follow him for life. Take your paper, put it in your drawer. Every morning read it, every night read it. That's your paper." Jesse died in 2000 from black lung disease. Eloise, his mother, passed in 1997. Neither lived to see what that paper would become. Harvey carried it anyway. After high school, he went to Kent State, studied advertising, joined a fraternity, and eventually dropped out. What followed was nearly a decade of survival jobs: boxing, cleaning carpets, delivering mail, selling insurance. He was even laid off from General Electric right before Thanksgiving, coming home with a turkey and no paycheck. Nothing about his life was moving in a straight line, not yet. When success finally arrived, he sent that 6th grade teacher a television every Christmas for years. He told her, "I wanted you to see me." She later joked she ran out of space and started giving them away. Harvey laughs when he tells the story, but the weight behind it never fully disappears. He is on television exactly as he promised he would be. The paper didn't lie. But the full picture of his life is not clean or simple. The same man who built an empire from that childhood vision also left behind pain in his personal life, carried public failures on global stages, and endured accusations that followed him for decades. Still, every chapter circles back to the same origin point: a stuttering boy, a written promise, and a belief that refusing to quit was the only option he had. He is not a saint and not a fraud. He is a man who read a childhood promise long enough for it to become real. And that is the story of Steve Harvey. The triumphs, the contradictions, and everything in between.